am going to read this week, April 6th. You have the same shared reading all 4 days, okay? So you're going to, I do not have the printout, I have it on my computer. Okay, so I'm going to read the two shared readings to you, and then you're going to do, you're just going to do text features on Monday. Tuesday is 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think Wednesday is 4, 5, and or 5, 6, and 7. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is Monday. 5, 6, 7, 8 is that's Tuesday. Then Wednesday, and then 9, 10, 11, 12 is Thursday. And you don't have school Friday because it's Good Friday, so it's your spring break. So I'm going to read to you. Oops. Okay, migrating animals on land. Okay, so mine is on my computer. So if you have this in front of you, you can follow along. Okay, migrating animals on land. Can you imagine 2 million gnus and zebras taking very, very long walk? Think about all those animals together and the noise from their hooves. Every fall, that is exactly what gnus and zebras do. They leave their home in Kenya, Africa, and migrate south. They go away for many months. In the spring, they walk back north. They travel 1,800 miles in all. There are many dangers along the way. If an animal falls, it could be trampled, or a predator such as a lion or crocodile could attack. So why do the gnus and zebras migrate? They are looking for food and water. These animals eat grass. There is none left where they live. The ground is dry. There is no fresh water to drink. It begins to rain in the fall. Where it rains, grass will soon grow. So the animals follow the rain. They go south to Tanzania. They walk across an area that has sweet, fresh grass and cool water. The gnus and zebras eat and eat. Many baby gnus are born in Tanzania. They grow quickly and are ready to migrate north with the others in the spring. By the time the gnus and zebra get back to Kenya, there is new grass and water there. The animals will stay until the food is gone and the rain starts again. Far across the world, fall is also when caribou leave their homes. A caribou is a large deer. Caribou are also known as reindeer. The caribou of Alaska and the United States and parts of Canada spend summer near the Arctic Circle, but in the fall the temperature drops. It gets very cold. A lot of snow falls. The snow covers the grass. The caribou cannot get to the grass. They must leave or they will starve and freeze to death. During summer, caribou live solitary lives. But during the fall migration, up to 100,000 will travel south together. Caribou try to stay safe from wolves. They must swim through cold, strong rivers. They must be careful not to fall on the ice and break a leg. The caribou will spend winter in forests below the Arctic Circle. In June, pregnant females will head north first. They will give birth back in the Arctic. It is warm there again with plenty to eat, and there are no wolves to threaten them or their young. Caribou face dangers to make sure their babies are born in a safe place. So do the red crabs of Christmas Island near Australia. Every November, 50 million crabs migrate to mate and lay their eggs. The crabs travel from the forest to the beach. There they mate. Then the females will release their eggs in the ocean. Each crab is about the size of a dinner plate. They normally do not move very much or go very far, but during mating season, the crabs crawl for 10 days or more. They cross roads and crawl through buildings. This is dangerous for the crabs, but the biggest danger comes from ants called yellow crazy ants. These ants attack crabs. They are defending their territory. When the ants attack, they spray acid. If the spray gets in the crab's eyes, the crab can get confused and die. Each female crab lays up to 100,000 eggs in the sea. Then the crabs leave. The eggs hatch quickly, and the baby crabs grow in the sea for a month. Then they come to shore and begin to crawl to the forest. They will finish growing there, and someday the baby crabs will migrate to the shore to have their own babies. That was our first story. I'm going to read the next story, and then I'm going to read the questions to you. The next story is called Migration in the Sea, the Gray Whale. Okay. Gray whales go without eating for 8 months at a time when they migrate. Before they migrate south, these marine mammals swim in the cold water near the North Pole. They get plenty to eat there. The Arctic Sea is filled with shrimp and tube worms, but the sea gets colder and colder as summer comes to an end. The whales have to leave before the water turns to ice. In the fall, the first whales leave in a group. They are the pregnant females. They must travel south before they give birth. Then they will have their babies in the Pacific Ocean. The babies will be born in the warm waters off the coast of Baja California and other places in Mexico. Sometimes the whales swim near the shore as they travel. When this happens, people can see them. Every few minutes, the whales rise up out of water. They come up to take a breath. It is a magnificent sight that people enjoy year after year. The journey south takes up to 3 months. The whales stay south for another 2 or 3 months. Then they begin the journey home. The shrimp and tube worms they eat do not live in the southern waters. That is why they do not eat for the duration of their migration. How does a gray whale survive without food? It lives off its fat or blubber. A fully grown whale can weigh nearly 80,000 pounds and be more than 45 feet long. Okay? Before I read the questions, this is the next thing in your packet. It's find nonfiction features. So, if you have a book at your home, you're going to use this book, and it asks you to put like a page number, okay? If you don't, I sent your families the very beginning when this all happened, the second week of March, whatever that March 16th that week was, I sent them a Scholastic. Madeline and I watch her Scholastic every single day. They have a fiction and they have a nonfiction book. You can go do that, and you can use that as a reference to look for these nonfiction features. Okay? That's Monday, using this, okay? Tuesday, your questions are 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going through my packet. Okay. What is the main idea? This is using migrating animals on land. What is the main idea of this passage, and what key details support this main idea? The migrating animals on land. What is the main point? Then it says, same article, question 2. In paragraph 8, the author says, caribou face danger to make sure their babies are born in a safe place. What sentence in this passage supports that main idea? Okay, that specific main idea. What sentence is a detail that supports that? Number 3, what is the main idea of this passage? What key details support the main idea? Reread paragraph 1, then reread paragraphs 3 and 4. What do these two sections of this passage have in common? Okay. I'm assuming that passage, boys and girls, on question 3 is supposed to be, what is the main idea of the gray whale? It doesn't say that on your question 3, but it's saying, what is the main idea of this passage? And we already said the main idea of migrating animals on question 1, so that has to do. Okay? I'm just say that. Okay? Number 4, what causes caribou to migrate? Okay, why did the caribou migrate? Done. Okay, Tuesday, listen to this again, and you're going to do question. Don't do it all. You'll get overwhelmed. You'll get stressed. Don't do that. Take a break. I'm sorry, that was Tuesday. Now this is Wednesday. Monday was nonfiction. 1 through 4 is Tuesday. Wednesday, play my video again. Here's Wednesday. Reread the sentences that tell how many gnus and zebras, how many caribou, and how many red crabs migrate together. How are these animals similar? How are they similar based on their migration? Question 6. What does the word solitary mean in this passage? What sentences help you understand the word's meaning? Okay, so go back in there and find that. Question 7. What problem do gnus and zebras face each fall, and how do they solve that problem? Okay, that's question 7. 8. How are caribou and red crabs alike? Cite evidence to support. So what did we read that caribou and crabs, how are they alike? Okay, find that evidence in there. Okay, that's Wednesday. Be done. Take a break. Thursday, play me again. Listen to this again. Follow along. You're on your last 4 questions. Question 9. What statement in paragraph, you're using migration to sea, the gray whale for this one. What statement in paragraph 4 is supported by the map? How? Number 10, what reasons and evidence does the author provide to explain how gray whales can survive? Okay. Number 11, we learn in paragraph 1 that gray whales migrate. How does the author support that point in paragraphs 2 and 3? And question 12, your 4th one for today. Based on the titles of each selection, what can you tell about the passages? Okay, based on the titles of each selection, what can you tell about both these passages? Both of those. Okay. Question 13, how are caribou... Oh, I don't think you're supposed to answer those. If you want to, I think. How are caribou mothers different from new red crab and gray whale mothers? Okay, let's go back to that question 3 because it is just using migration animals on land. What is the main idea of this passage? What key details? What is the main idea of this passage? What key details support the main idea? Reread paragraph 1. So now it's just telling you, okay, what do these two sections in the passage have in common on paragraph 3 and 4? Okay, sorry, you're only for question 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is just migrating animals on land. Okay, we'll go over this again. Okay, this is a tough one. That's why they gave you 4 days. It's a lot of writing on this. Listen to me. Do your nonfiction. Tuesday, listen to it again. Do 4 questions. That's it. Move, walk away. Be done. Then Wednesday, and then Thursday. Hey, and if you don't get done, do it on Friday. You don't have school, and then you don't have school the whole next week. So get whatever done that you don't. Okay? Don't stress. I'm here. All right. That's your shared reading. Bye.